welcome to the Sanctuary, a safe space to speak from the heart. I'm your host, Israel, and today is a special one because we're celebrating North by Northeast, and I have super talented, super awesome lead singer and guitarist of Black Budget, Pedro. Thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Thanks for having me. Stoked to be
Oh,
here.
I love. Okay, first off, I gotta say, there's a picture of you three on your website that I love. I have to start with that. What was the idea behind that photo? I love that photo. It's just like you in the center and the two guys looking at you from the side.
Uh, we went and did that photo shoot, and we were just trying to get experimental because we had all our shots were just kind of us standing still there, like hands in our pockets, trying to look mean. And then our photographer, and she's also our manager, and she was like, "You guys got to do something with your hands. You got to do something." So we just tried. There's like 100 photos of us doing crazy stuff. We have one where we're holding our bassist on the side, like he's laying on the side, and we have a bunch of those that they will make the cut someday. We have so many.
No, I think I love it, and what it shows is how much love and respect you guys have for each other. So that's why I want to start with that photo. How did you like? How was the origin story of Black Budget?
Yeah, so it started as a lockdown project. I just started doing some songs, and then I was going to music school at the time. We had an older drummer, Jack, who's a childhood friend, one of my closest friends. Yeah, they started with him, and then this other guy, Michael, who we used to play in a cover band with, and we were kind of all just jamming, getting the band together. And yeah, eventually, like we played a lot of shows. Eventually, they wanted, it was a friendly departure. They wanted to step away from the band, and then I got these two other guys, Craig and Chris, who are absolutely crazy. Um, so I've known them from the music scene for a long time, so it was kind of like a natural connection that we started just playing together.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, I've known the guys, they play in other bands, so I've known them from the scene, and yeah, we love each other and have a good time playing music.
No, I mean it is also what you guys do. So for the uneducated, how would you describe desert punk?
It's like a mix of Queens of the Stone Age with some, I would say some like newer, older Green Day, I would say, like early Green Day. Just something with like, I like the heaviness, but I also like the melody. Like melody is extremely important, so it's got to be heavy, but it's got to have that desert. I like the desert melody. Some of those notes that come kind of from like Arabic style music.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like those melodies are just like that give you chills.
And then, how does that influence your writing when it comes to writing the music for Black Budget?
I kind of just want to make sure that if I write a song, I demo it, and then if it's stuck in my head, I'll listen to it a few times, and if it keeps playing in my head for a few days, then I'm like, okay, we got to do something with this. Um, yeah, the melody, as long as it has a catchy melody, but it's not like
Mm.
cheesy, then that's the
Yeah,
icing on the cake.
no, it stands out. Talking about catchy melodies, Whistleblower. What's the story behind that song? I love that song. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of out there, and then I love the live video of the performance you guys had of the song. And then I
Yeah,
listened to it on your Spotify, and it's such a beautiful song, but it's like it rips you, like it holds you and shakes you. So, what's the
yeah.
story behind writing Whistleblower?
So that one, our older bassist, Michael, he came in to practice one time. He's like, "Hey, I have this idea for a riff," and then we kind of just jammed it and we played it, and then like we played it about two times, and it came together. It was like instant, and then we're like, okay. And then I came up with a vocal melody, um, and then we kind of decided like the song was kind of about like mumbles and no lyrics at all. But then we started really getting into like UFOs, and that was around the time when we had all those leaks coming out of like, oh, they're seeing UFOs and they don't know what it is, and they're seeing stuff in the radar. So then we were like, let's lean into that because black budget as a term is kind of like in that realm where it's just like undisclosed government things and all of that. So
Mm.
I the melody, like the chorus when he says I can't believe, it's kind of like a guy that's like he can't believe what he's seeing. But that's like my favorite. That's probably my favorite song that we have. Just because playing it live, you hear people like they've been started these last couple of shows. They're like singing them back to us. Like I can't believe, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Yeah,
It
it's a
sounds so
dope song.
cool.
I love it so much. And the name Black Budget, yeah, because now you're talking about Whistleblower and Black Budget. I'm like, I see. So, is that how do you guys come up with the name?
Yeah, that's it's been a long. Yeah, I think me and Jack, our older drummer, we had that name for like years. We've been playing like we had been playing together since high school, and then we've always wanted to do something with it. We were in bands before, but we were like we thought the name was a little bit too heavy. So then when I had all these songs written, and then I was sending them to him to demo all virtually, we're like, okay, let's just name something because this needs to have a name. We're gonna put him up. What do we call it? It was a
Yeah.
black budget. Like, okay, let's do it. It was very, very fast. But the name is like the term itself is really cool.
No, no, it's pretty cool. I'll get into No by Northeast soon, but I gotta ask King Pizza Records. How did you guys pull that off?
Oh yeah, so there's this band we really like, Teen Mortgage, and they were on that label, and we've been listening to them for a long time, and we're like, oh, we should try to hit up that label and see what happens. When we recorded Whistleblower, so we had it all demoed and everything. It was unreleased for a couple of months, and then we sent them an email because they're very independent. They're from Brooklyn, and this guy Greg, we love Greg. And he immediately was like, "Yes, let's do this." And we sent him a couple of other demos that we played, and he's like, "Okay, great, this fits the vibe. Like we definitely want you guys to play." And they're very independent, and we're super happy to be with them.
No, congrats on being on the label. Let's get into Not by Northeast. You guys have played Not by Northeast. Like this is the third year now. How's it been so fun? What do you love so much? Why do you love this festival so much? You play pretty much every year.
I love it because it brings like together new bands and kind of bands that have already doing it. So when we started, the first year we did it, we were the new band on the bill, and we had a really good experience. The team is super nice, extremely professional, and it's a good time because you get to it's a week of bands, 4 days of bands. You get to just go and watch like different types of music. Like when we're playing at the Paddock Tavern, it's like right by the Bovine and the Horseshoe, so you can kind of walk through
Mm-mm.
all those venues there, and then you get like all different types of music. It's one of my favorite festivals.
It is one of my favorites too. I gotta say, like you have this pass and you just like hopping. Oh, I want to see this band. But the other thing is sometimes it's like there are two bands you want to see and they're playing at the same time. That it just kills me. But
Yeah.
yeah. So you plug where you guys are playing. But you have other shows coming. I'm like I said I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but I have just a few more questions. So as an artist, what do you look for when you're making music, what you're trying to say in the songs you make?
I want them to have meaning. First of all, like to me, if they mean something to me, then it'll mean something to somebody, I hope. It's something I can resonate with. And like especially during current times, like with all the stuff that's going on, like we have a couple of unreleased songs that the lyrics are a little bit on the heavier side,
Mm,
just because of all the stuff you see on TV and everything, and we're kind of living in this crazy world, and it's only natural that it comes out in the songwriting.
mm.
And if the song has a good melody and is meaningful to me, then I just hope that other people will find meaning to it, and it has to be genuine as well. If it's a genuine song with genuine lyrics, I think people will relate to that.
And that's one thing I find in you guys' catalog. It's fun. I don't want to say it's heavy. It's fun but meaningful. Like that's kind of the
Hmm.
mix and the vibe I get from you guys' songs. You have other shows coming after Not by Northeast, but what are there some like huge plans in the future for Black Budget?
Yeah, we definitely we wanna play in Europe in the future. Hopefully by next year, just because it's kind of like I don't know. We've seen so many of our favorite bands that are playing there. There's so many local bands in Toronto that we've seen that have grown and they're playing like these shows in Europe, and we want to play there for sure. We want to keep releasing music. We want to make a vinyl in the
Oh,
future. I think
nice.
that's going to be good. Yeah, we're doing some great stuff with merch. Our drummer, he makes hot sauce. So at North by Northeast, we're gonna have a barbecue sauce. We made a
Hello.
barbecue
I'm
sauce.
getting
Just
one. I'm getting one.
yes. um, yeah, like we have plans where we have everything kind of mapped out with what we want to do in merch, what we want to do for songs and albums, and where we want to play. So it's big things hopefully for us.
Okay, okay. I'll be looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you go with this question. So there's an artist that's like, I love what you guys do. I want to play at No by Northeast next year or one of these big festivals. What advice do you have for such an artist?
I think definitely apply within the deadline. And they're very like early on. Like we've had it where we go to see a festival and it could be, like 10 months away and there's already the deadline's already passed. I think that's a big one. The other one is just be genuine on social media. Because I think they check into that, and be professional where you have like get your press shots, write a cool little bio or ask your friends to write a bio for you. But if you take your music serious and you like what you do, then other people will definitely connect with that.
Amazing. I'm gonna get my stuff together because I definitely want to see you play. I'm out in Halifax, but I'll be in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I never been Snow by Northeast. I think it's my third or fourth year. So I'm
Nice.
always looking forward to this festival. I want to say, Pedro, thank you for coming out. Thank you for the awesome you make, and thanks for coming to the sanctuary today.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you at the show.